I have now had 2 of the easiest potty training experiences, and so I'm here to tell you all about it. You're probably here because you are in the thick of potty training, or you're thinking about getting into the thick of potty training. Maybe you're right in the middle of it and it's a nightmare, right? There's a lot of advice out there, there's different methods, there's a whole science behind how you choose to do it, and I'm here to tell you there's a very simple solution. The easiest potty training method is to stop worrying about it. I'm sorry if you want me to map it out for you more than that. I often will do that on my channel. I think of a lot of really good, actionable, key steps to follow. And for this topic, I just decided to tell you the secret of what I actually do, which is I don't worry about it, and my kid picks it up just fine. I wait until they're ready. I basically just let them do it. I don't know. So let me just tell you my quick history. I have 3 kids. My daughter is now 9.5, and when she was, oh my gosh, younger than 2, she was doing awesome. Like, I would always put her on the toilet before getting into her bath, and one day, she was actually going when I put her on the toilet, and so I just thought to myself, oh man, maybe she's ready for this. And I had done some research. I kind of had picked an approach where it basically was like, you throw all the diapers away and it's go time, right? You give her a ton of drinks and fun straws and all kinds of things so that she's drinking all the time, so then she'll need to pee all the time, and the second they basically start going, you hurry and plop them on the toilet so that they just learn and get a ton of practice. Honestly, it went great. It was a 3-day method, I think, and I had read this whole little booklet and it went great. And so after my daughter, there's 2 boys, and I had just kind of acknowledged and maybe told myself, boys are a lot different. Honestly, I'm just not going to push this. It probably is going to be a lot later than that they'll be ready. And so I just kind of never really worried too much about it. I would do the same thing, put them on the toilet before the bath, just exposure, comfort level on the toilet. And he was 3, and one day he just was like, Mommy, I want to wear underwear like big sister. And so I said, okay, well, that just means you can't pee in it. And he's like, okay. And so I gave it to him, and I just said, if you pee in it, you'll just need to wear diapers some more. And he said, okay. Literally never had an accident. I think it was an anomaly because surely that's not normal, right? So then my 3rd child comes along, and he is now over 3.5. We are February, March, April, May. We are 3 months away from his 4th birthday. And I've been putting him on the toilet, maybe being a little more proactive, just realizing oh, I should really expose him to this, right? So I've been putting him on the toilet, and I asked him one day if he wanted underwear. He never brought it up, so that was a difference. But I asked him if he wanted underwear. He said yes. We tried it on. He had an accident, and I said, oh, okay, well, let's just keep doing diapers for a bit longer. He wanted the underwear, and so we just, okay, we'll keep doing this. We'll keep trying. And didn't have another accident. He really wanted the underwear. He wanted to stay clean and dry. I would check in with him, are you all clean and dry? Do you need to go potty? And he's been monitoring himself really for the most part. Before we leave to places or to go in the car, I do say let's go potty, and I just do a lot of pointing out that oh yeah, I go potty before we leave places, and big brother and big sister go potty before we leave to go in the car, and just bringing a sense of normalcy to the situation of this is just what you do. He's been my first kid to actually say sometimes, I hate going potty in the toilet, and I actually correct that. No, you don't. You love going potty in the toilet. He has been my first child that I actually put pull-ups on at night. Don't ask me why. I think I just am wanting the peace of mind. I'm at a very different stage in my life now than I was maybe with my older children, where I just enjoy knowing that I don't need to monitor the fluids right before bed like I usually would have. I don't need to think about getting him up first thing in the morning to go potty. So that's been really nice. It's kind of just a gift to myself that he just has a pull-up on. I don't have to worry about it. I still take him to the bathroom first thing when he wakes up, but I don't get nervous about it and stressed about it. So, again, like the whole goal of potty training and the whole goal of the easiest potty training is to just not sweat the little things. Don't worry if they're in pull-ups at night still. He wakes up dry pretty much every morning, but even if he didn't, why does that even matter? I remember a child development expert, I don't remember who it was, just basically saying, like, remind yourself that your child is not going to go to the high school prom wearing a diaper. They will figure it out. They will do it on their own time, and when you allow them to do it on their own time, you can protect the positive relationship that you have. When we start worrying and when we start pushing and when we start just nagging and forcing things down their throat, it does not go so well. We are not happy. They are not happy. It becomes a very strained dynamic that we really would just prefer to avoid. So you can do that by just following their lead. Exposure is important, I would say. Like, there's no harm in putting your child on the toilet before a bath, or whatever it seems like a good time that they'll have maybe some daily exposure. I know there's a lot of cute picture books. I've never done that with any of my kids, but I know there are a ton of great books out there. I just think that we are trying way too hard to have them fit a certain mold at a certain time and get to this certain point. Let's just get rid of all of that and just love and accept our child exactly where they're at. You can absolutely bring it up with their pediatrician by, I don't know, maybe age 4, I would think, is when a pediatrician might start to be like, maybe there's something going on. Maybe there's somebody to get involved. Like, of course you're gonna have those scenarios, but those are so rare and so unlikely. Just don't even worry about it. Don't even worry about it. Let them do their thing. You keep doing your thing. You've got enough on your plate. You've got enough on your mind. Let go of potty training for a bit. It might sound weird, but I'm giving you permission to have an easy potty training experience. You don't have to have the nightmare that plenty of other people think just comes with the territory of parenting. You can have a totally simple, beautiful, the easiest potty training experience if you want it. It's yours for the taking. Just decide you're not going to get worried about it. You're not going to get stressed about it, and you're not going to let it ruin your life. Trust me, it doesn't have to be that for you. It wasn't for me, and it doesn't have to be for you either. I will see you soon.